feel like ecstatic in its firelights and our eyes. 'Cause we got nothing to lose. That's the way we choose. In this world of desperation, it's time to clean it up. Let's start a new year. Oh yeah, it's time. Let's clean it up. Let's start a new year. Oh yeah, it's time. Let's clean it up. Let's start a new year. Oh yeah, it's time. Let's clean it up. Let's start a new year. Oh yeah, it's time. We're like a thousand lions running down the field, reaching the heart of darkness, fireballs in our hands. 'Cause we've got no time to lose. That's the way we choose. In this world of desperation, it's time to clean it up. Let's start a new year. Oh yeah, it's time. Let's clean it up. Let's start a new year. Oh yeah, it's time. Let's clean it up. Let's start a new year. Oh yeah, it's time. Let's clean it up. Let's start a new year. Oh yeah, it's
Hello, everyone. Good evening. And once again, it's Thursday night. It's really fast because just last week I said happy weekend, and now it's another happy weekend because tomorrow is Friday. So it's I don't know. It's just like the last week just passed by. Anyways, for those of you who's just new in the group, because a while ago I've seen a lot of new people here. Good evening. My name is Karen, and I host the iChur Buddy Live. And this live is actually a learning platform where we discuss a lot of things, anything on digital marketing, social media managing, and virtual assistants. So if you have friends who wants to learn, or if you yourself wants to learn, always watch us every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Manila time and 10 a.m. EST time if you're on a graveyard shift. So tonight is going to be another interesting discussion, a bit lighter, not so technical, but this is one of the, let's say, most used strategy nowadays when it comes to digital marketing. And I'm sure that a lot of us would want to do this kind of job on the side, besides working in our profession, because this is a whole lot of opportunity, to get perks and to promote brands. So what I'm talking about is influencer marketing. Okay, so I'm not sure if most of you are familiar with influencer marketing, but basically, influencer marketing is getting influencers or getting influential people or popular people to market your brand. Actually, influencer marketing is not new anymore. It's been on a fairly steep since 2015 or probably 2010. And then eventually, it continuously grew. And then during pandemic, I think brands relied on influencers. So it went a big leap last year. So, influencer marketing is nothing new nowadays. I mean, I, I want to say that everyone can be an influencer as long as number one, you have a lot of followers. Number two, um, you're creating continuous content on whichever platform. And of course, number three, one of the, let's say, valid qualification would be if you're verified on any social platform. And when you are marketing, when you're doing influencer marketing, you actually either get paid or do an X deal. Now, the process or the strategy of influencer marketing on agencies or digital marketing companies is actually creating a lineup of KOLs or key opinion leaders, and trying to justify why they are the ones chosen for the brand. Okay, so there's a strategy that you can build in doing an effective influencer marketing strategy. So sometimes, as a brand, you don't just get people or influencers because they're famous. I mean, probably yes, they're famous, but what if their followers are not your audience? So even if you pay them $1,000 or dollars or 50,000, whatever high amount, and you give them products, but if their followers are not the ones who's interested in your brand or product, it's kind of hard, even though the influencer promotes them. But for example, um, you're promoting car accessories and you got a car race driver, then probably his followers would be someone who's interested because his followers could be also interested in car race driving. Now, if you sell beauty products to them, then I don't think that would be effective. So that's the whole concept of doing influencer marketing. And of course, there are key performance indicators also when it comes to influencer marketing. You have to measure things to justify that this influencer or this KOL fits the brand. Okay, so here I'm going to give you basic steps on how to build an effective influencer marketing strategy. So number one, I think this is not just number one for this, but number one for any strategy that you do. You have to set your goals first. Set your KPIs, or what I always say, your key performance indicators. Okay. Always try to set what you want to achieve at the end of the campaign. So, do a research, make sure that your planning should revolve around the goals and the KPIs. Make sure that these plans that you're going to make will be something that will lead you towards the success of achieving your goals. Okay? So, what are samples of goals? Purchases. You can say, I'll get these influencers, and then at the end of the month, I make sure that I have 100 purchase, 100 purchases. Downloads. I'll get these influencers, but I make sure within a week I'll get 10 downloads. So there's a lot of KPIs that you wanted to achieve as a goal, and focus on them, and then that's where the whole plan will settle. Next is map the influencer landscape. So, of course, you let's say you've chosen your influencer. Now, before reaching out to influencers or building a list, you have to understand the influencers in the industry and map out the different segments. So, let's say these people, these are for beauty influencers. These people, these are for um, let's say jewelry influencers. These people for food. So you have to map them out, lay them out on a plan, and put them in different categories so that, okay, I need someone who's going to make a story for my food business. Now you have influencers for food whose audiences are foodie. Okay, so when mapping a landscape, you need to ask yourself, where does these conversions and shares about your topic take place? Do you want them to be Instagram, Facebook, and how social is the market? Are they interactive, or are they someone who doesn't really engage, but surprisingly they're the ones who's just buying? What motivates these people in the market to promote your content about the topic? I mean, are they using this product even before they're influencer for your brand? Another question is your activity concentrated among few publishers, or is the market more fragmented? Another is, do they have in-house journalists, regular contributors, guest bloggers, or a mix of all three? And finally, you can ask what's the background of these influencers. You have to know their offline activities and their online. Okay. Bottom line is the whole thing, will boil down in the question, what's in it for me? Okay, next is build an influencer strategy to promote content and achieve your goals and KPI. So when you get an influencer, make sure you have a contract that states what they have to do. Because for some, it's not as clear as what these influencers need to deliver. So make it clear if you're going to deliver a story, how many stories in a month, If these are blogs, how many blogs? Would this be a write up or a video blog? And these assets that they're going to promote are the ones who's going to give you the goals that you have set and KPIs. Okay, next is find and research influencers. Now, nowadays it's so easy because there's several tools that you can use, and if you upgrade the tool, they'll give you the metrics of these influencers, which will help you justify if this influencer fits your brand. So to name some, I've used Hipsy, Aspire IQ, yeah, and to mention a few. So if you have these tools, it's easier for you to pinpoint who's the best person for the job. Next is nurture relationships before they ask. So, you know, I just had the training on lead generation. I always tell this: don't just be someone who just introduce yourself and ask them to buy your product or promote your content. Have to build a rapport with these people. Build relationship with them, not an intimate relationship, but build relationship in terms of a conversation, engage with their posts, engage with them, so that they know that um you're not just getting them because you need something from them. Okay, you have to make them feel that both of you will benefit on this project. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's some of the tips that I can give when it comes to creating strategies on influencer marketing. I hope this would help. In time that you found a client who needs help in getting influencers, then at least you know how to lay out your plan. Again, you get your goals, map it out, make sure you use tools so you can justify the influencers that you're getting. And at the end of the day, make friends with them, not just because you have a favor to ask, but of course because you believe in their content also. You believe that they can promote your content well. Okay, so thank you so much. I'll see you again next week. Tuesdays and Thursdays we'll have a different set of topic for November. And happy Halloween. I hope you enjoy your parties if there are any. Stay safe and always wear protective gear. Thank you so much for watching HR Body Live. Once again, this has been your host. My name is Karen Devany. Bye.